Hi everyone, Iron Cameraman here. As you probably know, Boom recently dropped new spoilers for the full version of episode 77. This time, there are 6 of them. 5 shared by YouTuber Steak and 1 by Fordell. If you count all the spoilers released for episode 77, there are 18 in total, a record so far. While we've already covered the previous 12 spoilers in my earlier videos, today we're focusing on the new ones. We'll figure out the sequence of events, why everything seems so chaotic, and how, with some digging, we can piece together the full picture. What ties these spoilers together is that they're all shown from the perspective of our cameraman from episode 77, the one who survived and escaped from the Astro toilets. We'll also discuss why the series takes us to Russia and the new Titan that's part of G-Man's plan. On top of that, Boom shared a couple of songs with Steak that might hint at the outcome of episode 77. Which songs are they? Stick around to find out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let's see how long that extended scene in episode 77 might last. Time is short, so let's dive in. In the first spoiler, we see a completely different location, not like the one in episode 77. It's more reminiscent of older episodes, with lots of dust, a blue sky, and partially destroyed cities in the background. It almost looks like something out of episode 47, but I'm not entirely sure. So, no solid info for now. Apart from the setting, the spoiler shows part of a large object. It could be an Astro toilet or one of the Skibidi toilets, both are plausible. This location might be where the agents and Skibidi toilets face off against the Astros. I'll explain why later, as there's another hidden detail in this spoiler that we'll uncover as we go. The next spoiler features a cameraman with a cigarette, also known as Shelby Cameraman. It's clearly a different location from both episode 77 and the first spoiler. He's standing near a structure, seemingly waiting for something. He might be watching someone, as there's a beam of light visible on his camera while the rest of his body is in shadow. Or this could be a visual cue symbolizing salvation coming his way. If you look closely, the location resembles the agent's base from episode 50. Considering we saw one of the squad members from episode 76 in a previous spoiler, a Skibidi Toilet, it's safe to assume this spoiler takes place near the cameraman's base. However, I'm a bit puzzled by the white color on the hill. Did they get snow in just one episode? It might be an SFM oversight, or Boom deliberately added the snow for some deeper reason. In another spoiler, we see a group of Astro toilets wiping out both a cameraman and everyone around him. It's likely not our episode 77 cameraman, as he's at the base where the Titan dropped him at the end of part 4. This is essentially the same place where episode 77 takes place, but from another cameraman's perspective. We never saw what happened to G-Man's army after the Astro reinforcements arrived. I think Boom will show us this, and perhaps the final moments of that battle are already revealed in this spoiler. Here's why I believe that. Based on all the spoilers, I'd say this episode will be similar to episode 74, with constant camera switches showing different events in various locations. We'll mainly follow our episode 77 cameraman. It's clear why I think this, but for those who don't get it, let me explain. The locations are entirely different, likely filmed by different cameramen. All this will unfold throughout the episode, showing the Astro toilets wreaking havoc everywhere. We'll watch this for most of the episode, and then the Astro toilets will attack the base where we've been staying. This aligns with previous spoilers, where Boom clearly showed agents and Skibidi toilets preparing for battle. If the attack doesn't happen, the episode might end with agents and toilets uniting out of anger against the aliens for all the devastation they've caused. They could rally their strength and fight back together. Another spoiler involving the TV men suggests something interesting. Many thought the scientist was upset about the state of his Titan, but I disagree. His reaction would likely be anger, not sadness. When someone disregards your warnings and keeps doing something, do you get sad or angry? Obviously, TV Man's emotions stem from something else. Maybe, after witnessing so many deaths and defeats, they felt sympathy for the toilets and agents. They could have seen the futility of the fight against the Astros, realizing even a cold and calculated race like the TV men couldn't stay detached. This spoiler unfolds after they watch a film based on real events, showing agents and toilets perishing. The next spoiler got everyone talking, reviewers and viewers alike. It shows a man in a lab coat, likely a scientist from the Alpha Hills lab. Apart from a strange glare, There's nothing unusual here. He might be an agent reliving memories, like the camera woman in episode 73, or this could be a broadcast showing the Astro Toilet's destruction to all agents. Whether it's a coincidence or not is unclear. The scientist's face is hidden in shadow, leaving us to guess who he is, but his role will surely be important. I won't speculate too much here, but if you have theories, let me know in the comments. Finally, Fordel's spoiler from his stream shows a cameraman wearing a winter Ushanka hat with a vodka bottle, dressed in an Adidas tracksuit. Next to him is a Skibidi Toilet with the same hat, and in the background, another cameraman peers out of a window. Judging by their appearance, these two agents might have been former Gopnik, keeping their old outfits. The setting and props make it clear this takes place in Russia. The characters are likely hiding from Astro Toilets. Even the Skibidi Toilet is armed, which hints at the severity of the threat. These fighters used to dominate the Skibidi world, but now the tables have turned. Fordel mentioned the file name as Part 5 Russia, hinting at Russian events. But what does Part 5 mean? Could episode 77 have 5 parts instead of just an extended scene, as Boom initially suggested? There's another interesting detail here worth noting. It's possible the TV Man Titan's plan involves seeking help from Russian Titans. In the spoiler with the smoking cameraman, there's snow. So maybe he traveled to Russia for reinforcements, not just any cameraman, but a Titan. And what activates that Titan? The vodka bottle in the agent's hands. That's right, Vodka Titan might come to the rescue. His ability? Wiping out Astro Toilets through devastating hangovers and binge attacks, potentially eradicating their race for good. Okay, jokes aside, alcohol is bad, and you shouldn't indulge. I'm sure you all know that. On a serious note, this spoiler connects to the very first leak I showed you. This confirms that the two are related, further supporting my theory that the episode will feature multiple battlefronts before the Astros attack the base we've seen earlier. It's great that Boom added new locations to show the war is global, not confined to one spot. It makes things more realistic compared to other similar stories, where interplanetary wars are focused on just one country instead of the whole planet. Now, about those songs I mentioned earlier. Along with the episode 77 leaks, Boom shared 2 cryptic spoilers with Stake. At first they looked blank, but fans brightened them and found text. The first spoiler referenced the song Thick of It by YouTuber and musician KSI, while the second featured Head Like a Hole. I won't sing them, but I'll share the lyrics and the main message of each track. The first song talks about winter and a tough life journey. The second emphasizes control and resistance, where someone forces the hero to bow down. This might reflect the Astro Toilet's desire to make the agents and Skibidi Toilets surrender. But as we see, they keep fighting back. Considering KSI's song is a meme now, this could also just be Boom trolling. Finally, how long will the extended scene in episode 77 be? Boom mentioned it might last 4 minutes instead of the initially planned 2. Given the long wait, the extra time feels justified. I had a hunch the extended scene would be longer. 2 minutes seemed too short for 2 weeks of work. While we wait for the new episode, check out my game Toilet Run and test out the new chest update, where you can unlock random characters. We've got a holiday update coming soon too. Link in the description. Give it a try. See you next time.